And that was the end of our Power Rangers discussion. We'd like to thank Zeromaster and Samurai KH2 for joining us for that discussion. But now we're going to move on with the show with our little talk about Kamen Rider O's episode 41 and Go Kaiger episode 20. Now, let's start off in superhero time order, since Go Kaiger airs first. And this episode of Go Kaiger was the Ginga Man episode. And we got to see the Black Knight and the Red Ranger as the Go Kaigers go in search for their grand power in the Enchanted Forest. But they also meet with the evil Bosco and his monkey as he tries to get the Ginga Man's grand power. And during the episode, Guy's basically like fangasming because he met the Black Knight.
Black Knight. It's the Black Knight. He's awesome.
And also he has a conflict of whether he should keep his Gokai Silver powers or give them over to the Black Knight. While the other 5 Gokaigers deal with Bosco, as we discover that he has more Ranger keys. And the Ranger keys that he used were the Black Knight, Maji Mother from Maji Ranger, and Wolfzord. And, well, the Gokaigers basically got their ass handed to them. We discover that Bosco actually has a way to steal a Super Sentai team's grand power with his trumpet that he uses for his Ranger keys.
Makes me wonder if he can actually morph into a Ranger, or if he's just like Kamen Rider DN, going back to Kamen Rider Decade, if he can only, if he can just, summon.
It seems more like DN because he just summons out different Sentai Rangers as opposed to like fighting himself. But I don't think he has like a mobile of his own.
He does. He has a phone.
But yeah, he has a phone, but I don't know if he could use that to transform. It'd be cool. But yeah, we don't know. In the end, Guy decides to keep his Gokai Silver powers in order to keep his dream of protecting the Earth. And that's what the Black Knight was hoping to hear, as he grants Guy the Ginga Man's grand power, as well as getting the Black Knight Ranger key after the Gokaigers defeated Bosco. And I thought this was a really good episode.
Same here. I mean, Gokaiger hasn't really put out any bad episodes as far as I know, right? I mean, they're all really pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them look awful at all. I mean, this one especially is just really good. Just mostly because we're being shown more Ranger keys that Bosco has and that he can use. And it's very... I like Bosco's character. He's just... He doesn't seem... He's ruthless, but he's playful with it. And that's what I like about him. He doesn't take it seriously, but he will not hesitate to do it.
Yeah, and he won't hesitate to betray his comrades like he did with Marvelous and Aka Red.
Yeah. Kind of redundant that we're saying that it's Aka Red. Red.
Well, someone in the comments mentioned that Aka Red showed up for the 30th anniversary of Super Sentai.
He is the reddest type of red!
He is the reddest red in all of reddom. But yeah, I thought they did a great job with this episode, but what was the Ginga Man's grand power? They really didn't show that, did they?
I'm not really sure what it was. No. I mean, we're probably gonna get, like I said, we're gonna get someone in the comments below to tell us what it was, and nobody else can do it here. We don't know, all right? Just because we run the Tokusatsu corner doesn't mean we know everything. It's a learn as you go process.
Yeah, I like this episode. My colleague here liked the episode. It's definitely watchable. And now moving on to Kamen Rider O's 41.
Oh my god, you can tell it's coming towards the end.
This is like the most...
It's getting really depressing now.
I know. And Ank's gone, but Hina's brother is conscious again.
He's not gone.
He's not gone completely, but he's been absorbed.
He's pretty damn close.
Yeah. And we also find out that other Ankh didn't steal all the core metals. Ankh just happened to hide them before he got sucked in.
Yeah, they still kept the Taka metal. So, you know, that's why Ankh is still trying to escape. He's only got... Actually, what does he have? Did he have 2 Kijikus and a Condor, or was it a Taka Kijiku Condor?
Ankh, Arm Ankh had 2 Takas and a Kujaku because Uva took the...
Uva stole the Condor. We forgot all about Uva, didn't we? Where the hell is he?
Oh, he's been dead, quote unquote, for a few episodes now.
Yeah, but he said this is not over, and the Kuwagata medal just kind of flew away.
It'd be kind of funny to see a court medal fight, but anyway. I think one of the funnier parts of this episode was like seeing Shingo and Shingo and AEG train.
Throwing core medals. It's a really hard job. So it is proven.
But it was that part was enjoyable to watch. But then it gets really depressing really fast.
Yeah, because then he's like, oh wait, Hina's brother is back, so I don't need to put Hina in any more danger, or her brother's body in danger. So he's like, goodbye, it's been nice knowing you all. And he says goodbye to the cafe too. He takes his, what little things he has, he just says goodbye to everything. He goes back to traveling. It's pretty depressing.
And we see him go to try to save Ankh, but guess who shows up? Goto,
bitch.
And they fight. I'm guessing it's an ice yummy.
Not a yummy. It's really a greed now because of Dr. Maki's power to make them the greeds.
They fight that ice bastard, and at the end of the episode, we just see Dr. Maki, like,
it looks like he's about to absorb AG's metals.
And holy crap. That's all I gotta say about this episode.
He looked terrified.
Oh, yeah. And he looked like he was in a lot of pain as well.
I really think that he thinks his life is going to end here.
Next show, we're going to be discussing Kamen Rider O's episode 42, the conclusion to this 2-episode arc. We're going to find out what happens to AEG. Does AEG manage to save Ankh? And we find out more about these purple core medals. And with Gokaiger 21, it's the Bokenger episode. And
it's amazing.
We'll be discussing that too. And you could check out Kamen Rider O's 41 and Gokaiger 20 at either Overtime Subs or Tv-Nihon.
Or if I might suggest, since we were talking about Power Rangers, we didn't really get to do this. If you want to check out Power Rangers episodes of any kind, go to Power Rangers Planet.
Yes. Check out Power Rangers Planet. Just do a Google search. You'll be able to find it. But we will be including a link to Power Rangers Planet as well as Super Sentai Planet. And actually, that goes well with the next part of our show, which is just our little advertising to various places that we like and we recommend. Just like we mentioned, Super Sentai Planet and Power Rangers Planet for all 35 years of Super Sentai and for all seasons of Power Rangers, including Samurai. And speaking of Power Rangers, all seasons from Mighty Morphin to RPM are available on Netflix for streaming, as well as Big Bad Beetleborgs and VR Troopers. And if you're interested in buying Tokusatsu toys, check out cstoysjapan.com and hobbylinkjapan.com, 2 great distributors of Tokusatsu toys and various other figurines, video games, whatever you'd like. Also, if you have a Facebook, go and like the Kaizoko Sentai Gokaiger and Kamen Rider O's fan pages. Links to those places will be in the description. They offer a whole bunch of cool stuff. They post a whole bunch of pictures, link whenever a new episode of Kamen Rider or Gokaiger comes up, and just a whole bunch of cool people there. And also, the Tokusatsu Corner finally has a Twitter.
We do?
Yes,
Oh
we
my
do.
God.
Check out our Twitter at twitter.com/Tokusatsu Corner, or just do a search at Tokusatsu Corner. Follow us, and let us know what you think of the show. And also, we have an email now, tokusatsucorner@gmail.com. There you can,
Ask questions. Maybe ask request episodes.
yeah, do what, ask questions, ask like what stuff we could discuss, request episodes, and we'll be accepting the trivia answers there from now on. And speaking of, it's time for the Tokusatsu Corner trivia. Now, since today was the Power Rangers episode, we're gonna give you a Power Rangers related question. And the question is, how many Power Rangers were there in Power Rangers SPD? And I'm talking about every single Ranger that ever showed up in that show. Every single one, excluding the Orange Ranger, because that wasn't a real Ranger. Email your answers to tokusatsucorner@gmail.com with the subject line trivia answer, and be sure to include your YouTube handle. And again, if you have any questions, comments, requests for future episodes, anything you want us to watch, or whatever, send us an email over at the Tokusatsu Corner at tokusatsucorner@gmail.com once again. And we're going to be wrapping things up here. Once again, I'd like to thank our guests for joining us in our Power Rangers discussion. And next episode, we'll be back to our regular format to just talking about random shit. So, for the Tokusatsu Corner, I'm Nathan Greggs 989.
And I'm Nightshade.
And we'll see you next time.